return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work with big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Handoff to the lone back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. It'll be a draw. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Back to throw. It's Lowry. Under fire. Got him downfield. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Hauls it in.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the ground, it's Buckley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Snap in the shotgun. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking to throw, it's Lowry. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Bryce crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over SMU. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to change this route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. On the move at the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Clemens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two...
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 35, he's open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Parker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Give to the back. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's fair. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Works the middle of the field. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brooks. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. They've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. power football with the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air. It's Lowry. Snagged out of the air. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake. The short hands, it's Brooks. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Conley. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Let's go! Looking to pass. It's Lowry. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I like the decision to go for it on 4th down. This running back's had some big moments in this game so far, and you're at about midfield, so you trust him one more time. This guy's gotten into a groove. He's been able to make the plays when necessary, and he makes a huge one there.
They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Parker. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
He's got it on the right.
Pass interference. Offense.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Leaves it with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. To the air, it's Dampier. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they've regained the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over SMU. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Hines is tight end.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to fire on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Broncos line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make... Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Broncos are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. No huddle here for the offense.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Buckley. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lost the throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lowry. On target over the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete on the right side. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry up. He wants to throw it. Lets it fly. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The give to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real. But you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum, and injury happens. So they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about. But it's still early.